The following is a live sports presentation on Glycod.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
Happy New Year and welcome to Glycod's coverage of a Louisville basketball game night, and we are at Sacred Heart tonight for the Cooper Jaguars versus the Sacred Heart Valkyries for girls varsity basketball action tonight. Cooper Jaguars come in at 8-3 with a brand new head coach that Mark Evans goes back away with. Sacred Heart Valkyries at 6-2. Let's introduce us, and then we will talk about these teams. So I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me, Mark Evans. Christian Sanchez working our camera tonight for us. And Mark, you go back a ways with Christian Prohaska of Cooper, and I know you'll talk with her more in the pregame. But
Sure.
First year head coach at a school that's got some history.
Yeah, Cooper is a relatively new school, and they came onto the scene, and they've been very, very successful in both boys and girls sports, especially in basketball, both of them.
Yep.
Christian was really in the college game. That's where I know Christian. Well, actually, I knew Christian. I coached against her when she played for legendary Hall of Fame coach Nell Folks at Boone County, and then our paths crossed again when I was real tight with the University of Kentucky and Matt Mitchell, and she was on that staff. So I traveled to the regionals and NCAA regional tournaments and things like that with her. So we go way back, and I'm sure she would do a fantastic job. But she's not been in that high school level yet.
Right. Well, and let's talk just briefly about Coach Moyer and what she's got at Sacred Heart with the departure of Zakiya Johnson, of course, and coming off 5 straight state basketball championships, but a little bit different this year for Coach Moyer.
Yeah, and you'll hear that in the coach's comments, because that's exactly what we talk about. When I've competed against Donna for a lot of years, and she got on a run of 3 in a row way back in the early 2000s with a young lady by the name of Crystal Kelly that was absolutely fantastic. And then they were on a little bit of a drought. I wouldn't say a drought. They've always had a great program, because they are a program. That's why they're good all the time.
Yep.
But when you get those superstar players that roll into a great program, it usually has great results. So then she's on a five straight cassette, which is just uncanny, just unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Got to have a little luck. You got to have a few breaks, but you got to have a great coaching staff and great kids, and she did. But Z led that. Now, of course, Z's making all kinds of money playing at LSU right now,
yeah.
and really doing well. And so it will be a little bit different. It's going to be by committee a little bit more, but Donna will have them ready to go. I wouldn't bet against them when the nets are cut down in March, put it that way.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's just briefly go ahead and talk about players to watch. So the players to watch for both of these ball clubs, for Cooper, that would be?
For Cooper, it would be Noel. Her name is
Haley.
Is Haley Noel, and I saw her play last year in this very game, and very impressive. Long, lanky young lady. She could score at all 3 levels. She's just a really, really special player, and she's got a lot of good, quick, tough kids going around her. So it's I look forward to watching her play tonight.
All right, and for Sacred Heart.
For Sacred Heart, they every position on their court can score baskets. There's no doubt about it. But the standouts that will make the greatest impact, without a doubt, will be Tootie Jordan. I mean, super quick,
yep.
And a nightmare for the opposing point guard. You got to be able to keep the ball away from her. And then, just a tremendous player is Bree Wilkins. She's a silky smooth scorer. Score on all levels. We'll get in there and mix it up. She's getting better every year. I watch her play, and I'm sure this year she'll be one of the standouts in the state of Kentucky.
All right. Well, let's take a brief break, hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we come back, Coach Evans had the chance to talk to Christian Prohaska in her first year at Cooper, and they'll catch up and talk about the game tonight when we return here on Glycod.
folks. Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 Male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit polorealestategroup.com.
Welcome to our broadcast tonight. I have the pleasure of speaking to first-year Cooper head coach Christian Prohaska. I knew I would probably screw that up, but anyway, Christian and I go way back. She was a tremendous player at Boone County when Boone County was on the top of the top. Went on and got into the college game, played some college ball, and then moved on into the college coaching rankings. That's just what she did for many, many years. So with all that being said, Christian, what lured you back?
Yeah.
Or what lured you to high school coaching?
Right, yeah. So my husband and I got married when I was coaching at Xavier. Decided to start a family, so I left the college coaching. It took some time for us to have some little ones, so we wanted to make that a priority first, and then kind of see what God had for us. So I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old now, 2 little girls, and the job at Cooper came available over the summer with the transition of Coach Holthouse going to the boys' side, and I knew that they had a rich tradition, several regional championships in a row, and I know they had some great players. So it's 2 minutes from my house. I figured, if I'm going to do it, we're going to do it together as a family, and just decided to jump back into a really good position with some great players to coach.
Well, that's fantastic, Christian. As far as you're talking about stepping in, when you're the new kid on the block, which in a sense you were, I mean, they had to know your bio and all that type of thing, but how's the transition been?
It's been great. The girls have really bought in to everything that we're asking them to do. They've had a great a standard that was set from Coach Holthouse. So their competitive natures have been there. The standard of doing things the right way have always been there. So I really didn't have to change too much when it came to our way of doing things. Just hopefully add some different ways to do those things. Our way. And the girls have been absolutely fantastic, have been really fun to coach and really get to know as more than just, players, also, young women as well.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to do their game last year. and maybe see them one other time, I believe. And I agree with you. I really like the team. I like the energy that they brought. I like the way they share the basketball, and they just play hard. It's right down your alley, because I remember you playing, and I also remember who you played for, and you better play that way. So
absolutely.
It's kind of cool you got to get right into a team that's like that.
Thank you.
About tonight's game, it's Donna definitely in a different situation, but still super strong in her program. What do you think? What are the non-negotiables for you on tonight, Christian?
Absolutely.
As far as what will you have to do in order to have a chance to win the basketball
Yeah,
game?
absolutely. Number one is limit their second chance shots. Number two would be getting back in transition defense, getting back in transition, slowing their transition down. Anyone on their team can lead a break, and that's very dangerous. They throw the ball ahead very well, and they attack, and they are ready to go. So we are getting back, we are getting matched up, and we want to slow them down as much as possible. We're not going to hold them. We just want to limit their transition points. We're not going to keep them to zero, but we just want to limit their opportunities. And then when they do have those opportunities, we have to take advantage of making sure that we are not allowing them to get second opportunities, with making sure that we're strong on the boards. The last is making sure you're containing and limiting Tootie and 21 Wilkin, and making sure that we're doing our best to slow them down.
Yeah, that's dead on. I had to do key points before this. That's dead on. Your first two were right on the. Well, for me, we're right exactly as you put it. As far as for the viewers out there that has not seen Cooper play, what are they going to see from, say, Haley and Addison and Olivia? And I'm sure you have more players than that.
Yeah. I want them to see a tremendous effort defensively, a tremendous detail-oriented team. We are very scout-specific, so want them to focus on, the things that we are asking them to do. I also want us to be in attack mode. I think we share the basketball very well. I think we play very hard, and we play together. We play for each other. Haley is a tremendous player who can score on anyone. She can score on all three levels of the floor. Addison is a dynamic guard who can really attack the rim. And Olivia is very strong. She's like our rock, she's just strong and steady. She really, can play multiple positions. And then even Lear Cooper and Brinkley Rankin, who have done a tremendous job of just doing the little things that we've asked them to do. Brinkley can really shoot it, and Lyric's just done a great job defensively of just really stepping up and creating turnovers on the ball.
Well, thank you, Christian. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, Coach. It's great to see you.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
It's time for tonight's Inside Look. Tonight's Inside Look brought to you by Blinds Direct, proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com or call 502-266-0079. That's 502-266-0079 for the best in home decor. Well, for those Blinds Direct Inside Look, let's first turn to the Cooper Jaguars and turn back to Coach Evans. And, Coach, what are we thinking for these Jaguars?
Thank you, Todd. I think tonight's going to be well, put it this way. Tonight is going to be extremely important for Cooper to limit their turnovers. Sacred Heart likes to run. They like to run off turnovers, and they finish well, so that's going to be very important. Transition defense. I heard the coach mention it in our little interview. You know, that was my first one. It's a must. You have to get back. You have to match up. You gotta make sure that they don't get easy baskets, and that's talking about Sacred Heart. And then I think the other thing is they're going to have to find a way to score against Sacred Heart's man defense, especially Tootie out on the point guard. She really makes it difficult for teams to get in their offenses.
All right, and then for the home Sacred Heart Valkyries.
Well, you know, for me, it's just let their D do the talking, you know, and I think it will. I think it will be a problem for Cooper. I think that, you know, their goal is to play fast, turn somebody over and get something easy out of it, and then turn turnovers into points, and then limit Noel's touches. I mean, I don't think you let a great player be a great player on any given night. I've never been a big fan of the way back when, before anybody here remembers, when a coach would let Maravich score 50 points thinking you're going to beat him anyway. You know, you don't know that name. Most people don't.
I do.
But the bottom line is that I still feel like, you know, they're trying to take the touches away from a great player and make everybody's life on that team hard.
All right, so those are your Blinds Direct Inside Look for this evening. This broadcast is authorized by Sacred Heart Academy with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation of all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's step aside. When we come back, we will have Coach Mark Evans with head coach Donna Moyer of these Sacred Heart Valkyries when we return on Glycod.
Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Experience the True Blood advantage.
Mark Evans here with Hall of Fame coach Donna Moyer, and close friend of mine. Donna's definitely one of the best of the best, if not the best ever. Tonight I have a different kind of question. I was around coaching against Donna when she got on her run of 3 state championships in a row, which I thought was just amazing, led by Crystal Kelly, a great player and great young lady, and Carly Amarad, and she just had a cast of a lot of great players, but those are the 2 that stand out in my mind. Time went on, and Donna's now on a 5 consecutive state championship run, which just is off the scale to me. It takes a great team, takes great coaches, and it takes a little bit of luck and some breaks. There's no doubt about it. And that team was at least part of that time, a big part of that time, was led by a young lady now playing for LSU and doing a really good job, and that was Zakiya, or Z, as we called her, Johnson. Donna, those kids were unbelievable and very unique. I mean, they were the best of the best, not just in this state and country-wise. Is it different this year without that All-American or superstar? How is it, or is it not?
It's different a little bit. You don't have a ton of. I mean, Bree Wilkins is going to go play at Marshall, and Tootie's getting a lot of looks, and you don't have that player like Z who's going to go in and get a double every game, or she could score 30 or 40 if she wanted. And she's what I thought was a once in a lifetime player, but I had Crystal and Carly, but I like to believe, and I've had other good players, Grace Burgers, and we had a drought between 04 and 21 where we won, and but like we've had a lot of really good players and through the years, and a lot of great chances, and things just didn't necessarily go our way. But I hope that, like, in between that time, I hope I've really grown as a coach. But I like to think that, we're a program, and, that what we do, we have success with, and we believe, it's about the people. Like, I've always coached because I just believe it's about the people and the girls, and that's what makes it fun for me. It's not always the wins and losses. While that brings the pressure, I still enjoy being around high school girls and feel like I can make a difference. So I think it's the people, it's my staff, that's what makes it really fun. And I'm not going to lie, it's so much fun to get on my ESPN app and see Z play, see Angelina play, see Josie play, see Reagan. I think I have 13 kids playing college basketball right now. So, it's just been, hopefully, I think we do a good job. And, like I said, it's more about the people. And that's why, I know a lot of people probably thought, I'll ride it out in the sunset last year, with Z, with that one. But I still feel like I have a little more to give. And, I think we run a good program. As long as I'm getting good players and good people, it makes it fun.
Well said, Donna. Well said. As far as this year's team, is it lead by committee, or is there a couple kids that's really stepped up, or are you leading right now?
We've had to really push this group. We've done more running and, make them a little tougher. I don't think people realize how good Bree Wilkins is, like she can flat score, she can do it all. She's real quiet, so trying to get her to step up and be a leader, and it's so much fun to hear her, use her voice. But I think, and Tootie, Tootie's just funny, you can see her play. Like, she makes it fun. So those two kids have been great leaders. And, but like the kid that really has surprised me the most has been Emma Zutterman. Just a winner. She was a standout on our soccer. She was on our team last year. One of those kids that you don't always see that makes your freshman team, makes your JV team, and then, makes your varsity team, especially in a program like ours. She's gotten to play a lot, and I think, like she just led our soccer team to a state, back-to-back state championships, and really has gotten on the floor and has made a difference with us. She can, she's smart. She's always in the right spot. We didn't have her for the finals of our Florida tournament. She blew back because we had senior prom, a Sacred Heart tradition. And I was like, I'm not going to keep you from that, So she flew back and went to senior prom, and we lost by 6, but I'd have to believe she's worth 6 points, So I've just really been impressed with the way she stepped up, and, she's a good leader for us. And then, our 2 sophomores that start, Tari Ralston and Riley Gilvin, have just really bought in, and, they can score. They played a lot of basketball, but and then they were big keys for us last year, but to get that starting spot and to be able to play through things, I think that's really built up their confidence.
Great. Sounds good. I look forward to seeing them, Donna. As far as strengths, I probably know your strengths just by the team that you have. Yeah. Maybe just mention a couple of those, your top 1 or 2. We're about out of time here, but then tell me something that you really feel like you have to improve on in order to cut down the nets.
Well, I think our strength is we can score at all 5 spots. I think that's one of our strengths, and we can start our break with any 5. Like, we've really been working on getting organized in our break, and we're if somebody goes here, then you go here. Whereas before, we've always had a big post that we were going to run to the block. So changing a little bit. Some of that has been. But I think it's a real strength of ours. And obviously, I'd say the one thing that we've got to work on is rebounding. Like, that's a concern, because we're not real big. I mean, we've got some tall players, but we've got to be a little bit more physical and a little bit tougher, on that end. But I think we can guard. I think, we're going to be there at the end. I believe it. I tell everybody, when we come in the gym every day, I'm like, we have everything we need. I've been there, I've done it. We have everything we need to accomplish some of our goals.
And I believe you. Well, best of luck. Keep them healthy, and look forward to watching you play.
All right, thanks, Coach Evans. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Donna.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting, because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilley. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back live at Sacred Heart Academy, where the Valkyries will be taking on the Cooper Jaguars. It's time for our starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. For the Cooper Jaguars, Addison Brissy, a 5'9 senior guard. Lyric Hooper, a 5'6 senior guard. Haley Knoll, averaging 22 points a game and really the go-to gal for these Jaguars. 6 foot junior. Brinkley Rankin, a 5'10 junior. guard, and Olivia Scott, a 5'10" junior, averaging 4.7 points a game. And for the Sacred Heart Valkyries, it's 6-2 coming in. Tootie Jordan, 5'4" junior, averaging 14 points, as we discussed in the pregame. Tari Ralston, a 5'7" sophomore. Bree Wilkins, a 5'10" senior, averaging not quite 17 points a game. Riley Gilvin, a 5'8" sophomore. And Emma Zutterman, a 5'10" senior. And Coach, any thoughts on both of those starting lineups?
Well, I think both of them are very similar, Todd. I think that both of them have 5 kids that can score on both sides. Maybe on Cooper's side there's 3 dominant scorers, but on Sacred Heart side they can all put the ball in the basket. So I think you have 2 very balanced teams. I think we're going to see a great game. I know Sacred Heart's going to play a lot of man-to-man without a doubt, and I would expect Cooper to be doing the same based on my knowledge of Christian.
All right. Well, as the cheerleaders clear the floor, we are about set to get rolling here. And we will be at it with basketball here from Sacred Heart. As the clubs get set here. And ball tipped into backcourt and controlled by Cooper. That's Scott with it across timeline. And into Knoll. She's number 10. Trying to dump it down to Olivia Scott. And there's your defense, Coach, what we talked about in the pregame by Sacred Heart.
Absolutely. And something else we need to watch, Todd, is right now we have Tootie matched up on Knoll, which is an interesting matchup. Knoll's got the size, but Tootie's definitely got the quickness.
Feeding down low, and Gilvin couldn't get it to go. One and done as Cooper cleans it up. Advances quickly, and that was quite acrobatic by Knoll there.
I'd say we're going to have a great game to watch tonight. Both these teams like to get up and down the court and attack.
And Scott with the bucket and the harm.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. I mean, like I said, both of them like transition. So it's going to be key who can play the better transition defense.
So Scott cannot convert on the three-point play, but then a scramble, and Cooper comes up with the ball. No feet out of bounds for Rankin.
As expected, Todd, we're going to see a man-to-man by Cooper right off the bat, the Jaguars. I would expect they would probably play pretty well. They looked pretty good in last year, and they're a year older.
That's Wilkins there with it. Gives it up to Jordan. Jordan hits from the baseline.
Yeah, excellent finish. I didn't think she had the angle, but she was able to contort her body and get the ball in the basket.
That was Brissy. And got the rebound and then the bucket.
Yeah. That's one thing that Don is concerned about with this team is toughness. That time they just let the Cooper young lady just rip it out of their hands on the rebound.
And then the ball knocked out of bounds at the other end. So early going here. Jaguars.
Sacred Heart always has been pretty good on inbounds plays. We'll see what they're running here. Don't be surprised to see Wilkins for a lob.
Jordan triggers. And right there to Wilkins. Wasn't a lob, but it was a very well-designed play in for two.
It slid in under the defense.
Then a long bomb wouldn't go. Cleaned up, though, by Knoll. Oh, and taken away. That's Zutterman. And loses the handle a bit. Finds Jordan. Gilvin thought about the three, but resets the offense instead. That's Ralston, works the baseline, had it on the rim, just wouldn't fall. Scott loses it off the fingertips, out of bounds. Zutterman can't get the runner to go. Knoll cleans it up, trying to push it. And finds a streaking Hooper who could not convert. Into the corner, Gilvin knocks it home. Nice baseline jumper there.
Well, excellent ball movement, great spacing by the Valkyries, and a little bit of reversal right into the play, and she caught it in rhythm and knocked down the shot.
And there's Knoll with the bucket.
Yeah, playing well with her back to the ball. Step back, fade away, pretty impressive.
And then a miss for the home team. Again, Knoll averaging 22 coming into the contest and 6.9 boards, so leading team in both categories for the Jaguars. But that was her first bucket.
Well, she's a three-level scorer, Todd. She shoots 37% from the three-point line, and there's not anybody that would take somebody shooting 37%.
Inbounds to Ralston. Dump down, Zutterman. Zutterman can't get it to fall. Cleaned up there by Rankin. The double team comes, though. Good defense. Scott gets it across timeline.
Yeah, Zutterman's a tremendous soccer player. She's on the soccer team that's won 2 back-to-back states, and I think
Knoll had that one partially blocked.
I think she's first team, so she's a heck of an athlete.
Brissy gets the rebound and puts it right back up for the score. 8-6 here in this first quarter. Down low, Zutterman. Lost out of bounds.
Such a big difference in a couple of years, though, Todd. Watching Tootie out there play, she's running the show. She's running the floor. She is her floor general without a doubt. I remember when she first came in, she just looked to score pretty much and didn't do all the rest. Now she's a great defender and a good offensive point guard.
Trying to find Wilkins. Cooper with good defense there. Back to Jordan. Jordan knocks home the three.
All man-to-man, both teams. I think that's pretty much what you're going to see tonight. I'd be surprised if we saw any zone other than maybe after a break just to mix something up.
And that's Rankin. Oh, banks it home, does Rankin. So Brinkley Rankin came in shooting 23 from three, and 23%, I should say, but gets that one to go. Jordan works off the screen, and really heady play there by Jordan.
Sacred Heart's setting some nice screens. You know, the hardest thing to get is kids waiting for screens and kids using screens, but so far they've done a pretty good job of waiting and using them.
So off the Rankin miss, Ralston gets the ball up and couldn't get it to go. The putback didn't fall either, but a whistle comes.
Zutterman really works hard underneath the basket. I'm not sure about her moves yet, her post moves, but you know she's shared between soccer and basketball. But I tell you what, she's awful tough when she can get to the line shooting at 83%.
I was just going to say that, an 83% free throw shooter, so that certainly can be an efficient spot
Well, she rebounds well. She's a great athlete. She's long. She's lanky. Just in second shot opportunities and fouls off that, she ought to get 10 a game or more.
And gets both the free tosses and gives the Valkyries the lead back.
So far, excellent defense by the Valkyries. Another quality screen up top by the Jaguars. I like both their offenses. They really move the ball well from side to side.
Brissy got trapped there for a moment. Knoll puts it up, and it won't fall, and we've got a rebound foul there. I think that's going to go against Hooper. Lyric Hooper commits that foul.
Comes our first few subs in the game.
Kalia Jones in for Sacred Heart, and Bree Wilkins nails the three. Extends this lead to 16-11.
Yeah, beautiful kick out by Tootie. All the way across court, the only place you can guard, and found Bree.
And the Sacred Heart crowd begins to tune it up here a little bit as the first quarter begins to tick away. Rankin gets it to Scott.
Getting stuck on one side, Todd.
Yep.
Need to get the ball reversed a little bit. The Jaguars are getting a little bit stuck on one side. Ball movement makes Sacred Heart move a little bit.
Bailed out, though, just a bit by Jones and the foul.
Yeah, that's that Sacred Heart defense. So they really get out and get after you. They try to push your offense out of what you're used to running your offense like. You got to be extremely physical and use really good screens in order to take it at them.
And a great runner there by Brissy.
Yeah, fantastic job. But on the other end, you see a run out.
Yep.
That's that transition defense that Christian talked about better have.
And Wilkins with the run out there. Under a minute to go here. This first quarter going by exceedingly quickly. Knoll in the corner. Gets it out to Brissy. Brissy knocks home the three.
Big three. That's two for them so far this quarter.
And Brissy with 9 leads all scorers.
And Sacred Heart has 2 threes also.
Zutterman down low, kicks it out. Wilkins. Oh, nice. Oops. Wilkins from 3. High off the rim, down to Scotts. And that will do it for our first quarter. So at the end of one, the home Valkyries with 20 and the guest Jaguars with 16. When we return, we'll have second quarter action upcoming for you here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back and set for the second quarter of action here on Glycod. Valkyries leading 20-16 in this one as we get set to start the second quarter.
Yeah, that was an excellent job of Sacred Heart coming out of the break with a set play. They ran a horn set and then slid in Bree behind the defense and was able to knock down the shot. Just a great job of coming up with something like that.
So 22-16 here as we start the second quarter. Down low to Lilia Allen. And Knoll with the putback bucket.
About 3 times they've got to, miss the shot and got to put back on a takeaway. They're going to have to get all those scrap plays if they're going to win this ball game. And I'm talking the Jaguars.
Foul going against Cooper there.
It was against Zetterman.
Oh, it was against Zetterman. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she just bumped her out of bounds.
Thank you, Coach.
2-2-1 press by Sacred Heart. Just a little change up. You'll see how they handle it.
And great job by Brissy there.
Well, just a tremendous job of attacking a 2-2-1 press. Just how you draw them up. Perfect.
Wilkins trying to find Gilvin.
Yeah, Bree's extremely unselfish. Sometimes I think she ought to look to score just a little bit more. I think that was one of those cases.
And the ball knocked away into the backcourt. And the whistle comes.
Yeah, it was a good call. Got a little bit greedy. They were doing a great job. They had her in a trap, but as Patino used to say, fouls negate hustle, and that's what happened there.
Yep. And down low.
Yeah,
Zutterman scores again.
Yeah, Cooper fell asleep a little bit. That was an ISO on the block with the post player, and they didn't drop off. They should have doubled her off, and they gave it right to her. So easy play by Zutterman that time, easy finish.
Going the other way, Gilvin can't get it to go.
I'm not sure what happened on that shot.
That one won't fall for the Jaguars. Trying to push it ahead to Wilkins. She ended up tracking it down and gets the score.
Well, the difference now is frenetic pace up and down the court, but the Valkyries are putting the ball in the basket, whereas the Cooper Jaguars are just missing the shot. So it's kind of a little mini run right here. Defense is picking up a lot by the Valkyries.
And Brissy from long three won't fall. Wilkins gets it to Jordan, pushes it into traffic. Kicks it out. That's Ralston. Ralston at the block. Ooh, went all the way around and popped back out. Knox down with the board for Cooper.
Pretty good looking step through move by Ralston. She's a guard, I think, but she can make post moves.
Knoll with a nice floater there, and it went halfway down, popped back out. And at the other end, Jordan makes Cooper pay.
Yeah. One more score by the Valkyries, and you might see the Jaguar coach having a quick timeout here. They're actually really, really shading number 10, and that's Knoll. Right now they have their best guard on her, Tootie.
And then into trouble there was Brissy, but bailing her out was Riley Gilvin with the foul.
Well, you know, Todd, if this is going to be the matchup where we have Tootie Jordan on Haley Knoll, it'd be nice to see if they could clear that out a little bit and let Haley go one-on-one, or at least post up Tootie.
Right.
But so far they've not done that.
Rissy with a
very nice,
fantastic move in the paint there.
Yeah. She's quite impressive. She's a good player.
13. Zetterman, cross courts. That's new in the game. Smith, and then back to Zetterman. Spin move, can't get it to go. Scott down with the board for Cooper.
She's got a great motor. She really, really works hard, and that's Zetterman. Donna had nothing but great things to say about her, and I can see why.
Rankin with the miss. And now down to the other end. Smith thought about it, gives it up to Jordan. Jordan for three, off front iron, won't fall. Back though, and splits the defense. Couldn't get it to go.
Got out on the side of her hand a little bit.
Knoll pushes it, couldn't get it to go, but does get the foul.
I think Knoll feels like she's got to step up. You know, it's still only a 6-point game, but it feels a little bit too much Sacred Heart way right now.
Right. Knoll with the first of the free tosses there. And couldn't get the second to go. And it's going to go Sacred Heart's way. (28-23) our score here. And Wilkins fires the long three, won't fall. Tracking it down is Rankin. Knoll with Jordan on her. Finally gave it up to Allen and gets it back, but in traffic, that's tough. That's a tough pass back.
Definitely a tough pass. Trying to make it a give and go, but I'll tell you what, Haley Knowles working her tail off, but that Sacred Heart defense is making it very difficult on her.
Knoll inbounds and does to Rankin.
See how they run out of this. Well, that's our 5 fouls. We're going to be shooting some free throws right now with about 2:53 left. Jaguars are in the bonus.
Yeah, and I apologize to our fans. I wasn't keeping up. 5-1, the foul differential there.
But most of those fouls, Todd, were on the last few minutes, and they were reaching by Sacred Heart. It's almost like they got a little greedy. They got a little bit just taking some bad chances, bottom line. They just need to have a little discipline. Playing good defense overall.
As Rankin knocks on both the free tosses. And as Coach said, now for the next 2 minutes, 50 seconds, Cooper will be in the bonus.
Yeah, the Jaguars ought to be attacking the Valkyries, trying to get to the line and take advantage of it.
Jordan, and partially blocked, was blocked.
Yeah, she caught her own number on that inbounds play and tried to come off that screen and hit that little pull-up.
And then good defense there, trying to deny Knoll the ball. Last touch by Knoll.
They have a mismatch down low with Brissy on Wilkins. They tried to exploit it, but it just then they doubled down and she kicked it back out. That's kind of what I thought they would be doing with Knoll against Tootie.
So Scott checks in. Rankin goes to the bench for Cooper. Inbounds to Zutterman, and it's a scrum in there.
Yeah, tough.
Knoll finally comes out of there with it, headed to the other end, and gets it to go in on the layup.
Great job of coming out of that and attacking the basket and good angles, and reached out and rolled it in to keep it away from the defense.
And one and done, pushed ahead, and this time for the lead, it is Brissy with the bucket and her 13th point. Timeout on the floor taken by Sacred Heart. So we will take a timeout as well. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back at Sacred Heart, where the Jaguars have taken the lead 29-28. Join Glycod on our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend, as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. That's glycod.com. Dr. Todd Carter alongside Coach Mark Evans. Christian Sanchez working our camera this evening here at Sacred Heart. 1:35 left here in this second quarter. And Sacred Heart needed to talk about that a little bit, Coach, with that run back by Cooper.
Absolutely. Cooper
and
done it
turnover
with their defense. You know, playing some great defense and not fouling. And as Sacred Heart, to be honest with you, not playing such great defense and fouling.
Knoll left alone. She cannot hit the three, though. Ralston cleans it up and brings it up. Gets way underneath, but is bailed out with a foul. I believe that's going to be against Lelia Allen.
Yeah, Ralston really likes taking it to the basket there. Probably needs to work on her angles a little bit. She gets pushed underneath quite a bit, but that time she definitely was fouled and bumped out of bounds. Just a game of runs, though, Todd, as people often say it.
Into Wilkins, and that certainly is what the doctor ordered for Sacred Heart.
Yeah. She's awful smooth.
And then turnover on the other end. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Wilkins double team, gets it off to Jordan. Makes Brissy miss. Toss up an underhand runner, and it goes.
Pretty fortunate on that one, without a doubt.
Yep.
They're really, Wilkins starting to get a lot of attention by the Jaguars, which she should have a lot of attention. She is their best outside shooter and scorer overall.
Oh, good defense by Jordan, poking that away. But great cleanup there by Cooper.
Well, just great hustle by both teams.
Oh, and then pops through the hands of Knoll.
Yeah. Tremendous effort by both teams on both ends of the court. You can't, a couple turnovers in there, but still pretty impressive basketball for this time of the year.
As we come to the end of the first half, that will do it with the first half. We will take a break, come back with the halftime show. The Valkyries lead the Jaguars 33-29 from live here at Sacred Heart. Come on back. We'll have that halftime show for you when we return on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Halftime here on Glycod. Happy New Year to you. We've got a good one between the host Sacred Heart Valkyries and the Cooper Jaguars, 33-29 at the half. And Coach, let's just briefly talk about this game. We'll come back with those German American Bank stats, but just your overall thoughts of this one from the first half.
Well, I would start with the defense. I really believe that both teams for this time of the year just shows you what kind of programs they have and their background, how well they're playing man-to-man defense. I mean, that's all they played. They've done a good job of it overall. A lot of ball pressure on ball. I've seen a lot of really, really good things out of both teams' defenses. Some touches, some turnovers, and some scores after it. That kind of steps up. The other thing is the young lady that plays for the Jaguars, Brissy.
Yeah.
You know, Brissy has really stepped up. I knew she was good, but she's really stepped up, shooting a high percentage right now, knocking down some shots because Haley Noel is getting all kinds of defense on her. Every time they can, they double her. They're chasing her. They're trying to limit her touches, but, you know, she continues to work, and she's a heck of a player too. So overall, we got a lot of talent on the court in front of us, and I look for a great second half.
Absolutely. A 4-point game here. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by the Van Treese with True Blood Real Estate. No other real estate team measures up. That's True Blood Real Estate. Well, we're going to take a brief break. When we come back, we'll get you those halftime stats, scoring from both teams, and we'll get you set for the second half here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
It's time for our German American Bank halftime stats. Our halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank, building communities since 1910. And for those stats, let's put them up here. And we'll turn it back over to Coach Evans to walk us through the team statistics. Coach?
All right, Todd, I'm just going to just hit some of the high points I think are standouts. For the Cooper Lady Jaguars, and one standout, of course, is Brissy. 7 for 10 is pretty daggone good. 6 for 7, 1 for 3 from the three-point line for 15 points. And then it tells you just the job that Sacred Heart is doing on Haley Knoll. She's working her tail off, but she's only gotten 8 shots. And that says a lot. She's got 9 points. She's been held to 9. Things that also stand out is the Lady Jaguars are only 2 of 11 from the three-point line. That's kind of a tough stat. Rebounding, it's been a very clean game, though, because, as far as personal fouls and turnovers, 7 turnovers for the Jaguars, only 3 turnovers for the Valkyries. 17 total rebounds for the Jaguars, 15 for the Valkyries. But a big one for the Jaguars has been those 6 offensive rebounds. 3 times they were able to get putbacks, and that's been a big number for them in a very close game. If you just continue to look down the group, Tootie Jordan's got 11 points, really running the running the show really well tonight. I've been very impressed. Brianna Wilkins being Brianna Wilkins has got 16, and she's 2 of 4 from the three-point line, and she's hit some big ones to hold that small lead for the Valkyries. And that's pretty much it, you know. There's not a whole lot more to talk about. Been a very clean game. Each team only committed 7 fouls each in that first half with a well-played defensive game, so that says a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams playing tough on the defensive end, but also very cleanly, which is important. All right, we are rolling here in the second half. And immediately a turnover and down Sacred Hearts. Gets a bucket there by Wilkins.
Well, great take. I mean, they gave her a right hand from the left side. That's always a tough guard. And she drove her right into the lane, bodied up, and was able to make that little half hook, which was quite impressive. She used to shy away from contact, but no more. She seeks it, which is a great thing for her.
Brissy couldn't get that one to go. Cleaned up by Zetterman, but then taken away by Cooper. Knoll works it inside, just tries to pitch it up there, hoping for the contact. Knox cleaned it up. Excuse me, Allen. My apologies, Allen. And then down low, Knoll with the left hand couldn't get it to go. Allen, that one won't fall either. And so a couple misses there by the Jaguars.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of an adjustment by the Jaguars. That time they tried to post Knoll underneath on a smaller opponent. Didn't turn out so well, but I think it's a great move on the Jaguars' part. The other thing I've been really impressed with, though, is how well the Valkyries are staying in front of Knoll. He really, really has a hard time getting to the basket with the dribble drive.
There's a fantastic catch on the far sideline there by Jordan. And then up by Brissy. That one won't fall. Knoll with the putback. That one also won't go. And a little cold for these Jaguars.
Well, getting a lot of second shots, the Jaguars are, which can't make Donna too happy. Coach Moore can't be happy about all the second and third chance points. Quite a bit of contact down there. It's at least on Knoll. I kind of feel for her a little bit. I think she's had a couple times she maybe should have been at the free throw line shooting free throws. And I usually say very little about this game. And this has been a well-called game so far.
It's just physical game, I think is the best way to say it. And the ball taken away there. Zutterman. Ralston finds Wilkins. Wilkins couldn't get it to fall, but does get the harm.
Yeah, nice cut by Wilkins. A little give-and-go action. Ralston didn't get too deep that time. She backed it out a little bit and caught the cutter. Somebody from the Jaguars, though, has to step in front of that, knock that cutter down. The Valkyries love to do that, and if you allow them to do that, they're going to live at the line or they're going to beat you bad.
So Cooper takes a timeout, so we will take a timeout as well. Back with more of the third quarter here on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend, as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. That's Glycod. 5:40 left here in the third period, as Sacred Heart has increased their lead to 35-29. Dr. Todd Carter alongside me, Coach Mark Evans, Christian Sanchez working our camera here this evening at Sacred Heart. And we've got Wilkins at the line.
That's a couple times down the court, Wilkins has really started to assert herself without a doubt. She's really looking to score.
Could not get the first to fall. 89% free throw shooter coming into this one, though, so you figure water goes find its level here at some point.
Absolutely. Beautiful stroke.
Oh, neither went. Oh, and then lost out of bounds off Knoll.
Man-to-man on the inbound defense. They switch well.
Found Gilvin. Now Wilkins on the attack.
Excellent defense.
Yep, finds Jordan. Zutterman trying on the little pick and roll or give and go there. Rissy has it blocked away and is fouled. And that was against number 1. Kalia Jones. Yeah, sorry.
Number 1? Oh,
yeah, it was against
Kalia
Jones.
I'm sorry.
Brissy couldn't get the first to go. 77% free throw shooter on the season. Neither falls. Knoll, though, cleans it up. Got too far underneath. Could not get her shot to go. Jordan shoots the 3. Off iron, won't fall. And there's both Wilkins, number 21s, Allen and Wilkins going after it there, but ends up out of bounds off of Sacred Heart.
Wilkins did a great job, though, of trying to get inside position on the weak side so she could get a board and a putback. Just wasn't able to quite finish the deal, but great.
Allen stepped on the inline. No, kicked. Ball was kicked. Knoll inbounds, except we've got an exchange of players here. Ralston's back in.
Let's see if they don't try to get Knoll stepping back in for a post-up. Nope.
Brissy, jump stop off the side of the backboard. And then Jordan with the run out.
That's that transition defense. You just can't forget. You just can't make that mistake.
Now Scott couldn't get it to fall, and the cap on the basket for the Jaguars, only 1 point, and I should have put it on there, and that was on that made free throw. 37-30.
Pretty pass. Good diagonal pass.
And then a timeout taken. Timeout taken. Who took that, Coach? Cooper. They sure did.
The Jaguars did.
Let's take a brief break then, and we'll be back with more third quarter action here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
.412 left here in the third period as Sacred Heart's 5-point lead. So Cooper getting a bucket there, their first field goal of the third quarter, coming with 4:12 left. So
well, they hit plenty of shots at it.
Yep.
They had multiple shots, multiple putbacks, but just couldn't find them way to the bottom of the basket. A little bit of press, but it's only token falling out. Now the Jaguars picking up man-to-man.
Pretty clean third quarter so far, 1 foul apiece. Gilvin with the jump shot, won't go. Zutterman gets the board, puts it back up. It won't fall. And now Cooper to bring it up. And getting it across timeline was Rankin to Knoll. Knoll working against Wilkins. off the glass, gets it to fall.
Yeah, beautiful job of using her body, attacking, and using her left hand on the left side. Quite impressive. I keep waiting for her to really get going, but this Valkyrie defense has made it really hard on her.
Make it hard, isn't it?
Yes.
Wilkins down low inside, and then we had quite the collision underneath. Let's show you that, but the Wilkins score does go.
Another great move by Wilkins. Another strong use of her body right back up into the rim.
So 39-34. I think everybody was okay, but
seems to be.
Yep. Good defense there by Sacred Heart. Knoll, though, gets the ball back for a three, just offline right. Jordan down with the ball. Rebound. Takes it quickly to the other end. It makes Knoll run on by. Brissy advances it quickly. Stutter step, kicks out. Scott for three, drains it. Olivia Scott with her 5th point of the contest.
Very, very good job of inside out of transition. That's when you get most of your good open looks at threes anyway.
Wilkins down low. And they're going to call a jump ball, which will be Sacred Heart's way. There could have been whistles there 3 different times on 3 different players.
Well, start off with Dr. Carter. Probably should have been on Wilkins on an offensive side of it. I'm really impressed with Wilkins, though. I mean, she's just a different player even this year. She's just so much more physical than she was in the past. She really is using her body well.
Hooper finds Brissy. Brissy down low. Can't get it to go. So Hooper was playing tough defense on Wilkins down on the Sacred Heart offensive end.
Well, originally, she was playing one-on-one with a good match. Now they're doubling down on her every single time, so she's going to have to kick it out and get it back.
Brissy gets the first to go, and that cuts it to a 1-point game.
Yeah, I really like this Cooper team. I think they have an extremely bright future. And also the Valkyries. I think from what I've seen, they're probably 2 of the better teams in the state without a doubt.
And with 2 makes, Brissy has 18 on my unofficial counts. Jordan just could not, defense just split for it, and then she...
Nice split, just ended up with a bad angle. She didn't have a very good angle to the basket. She had to scoop it around, and that's a hard, tough shot.
Trying to clear it out. Knoll got the paw in front of it, but out of bounds off Cooper. So tie ball game here, 39. Bounce back to Jordan. She'll shoot the 3. Oh, she drains that one.
That's good rhythm. Nice shot. That's another thing that she's really improved on is her outside shooting. Every year she's gotten just a little bit better.
So a 3-point lead built back by Sacred Heart. Hooper kicks it out. Brissy on the runner. Finds the bottom of the net.
Excellent ball movement. Gives the ball right to Brissy, and she knows how to put it in the basket.
And then a foul. Allen, Lelia Allen with the whistled for the foul.
Yeah, I believe that was a guest foul. That's officials not being where they need to be, and a back when making a call.
Gilvin, who's got a couple of points on the night. Get another chance at it here. Swishes that one home. (43-41).
Oh, my.
Offside iron there. Jordan quickly ahead. Ralston, she'll shoot the 3. Oh, splashes that one home. Ralston with her first bucket of the night.
Another 3.
And then another 3. And then taking it away, ball up, and won't go, but a foul. So Brissy with the 3, and then two made free throws there by Hooper.
We got a tie ball game.
And we have a tie ball game.
Well played, tough game. They just got to watch letting Bree Wilkins cut through the lane every time. There's nobody to step up playing weak side. Needs to find her.
Zutterman with a nice move down the right side. As the clock ticks down on the third period here. No. Change over, floater, off back iron, won't fall. Zutterman cleans it up. And the heave will not go. And at the end of 3, we have the Valkyries 48, the Jaguars 46. Stay tuned, fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
As we get set for the fourth quarter, and unless I'm mistaken, I believe Cooper will have the ball first.
They will.
Coming out of the break. Dr. Ty Carter alongside me, Coach Mark Evans. Christian Sanchez working our camera here. Happy New Year to everybody. And have a lot more basketball upcoming for you in 2026 on Glycod. Scott to Trigger. Throws it in backcourt to Knoll. Oh, trying to find Brissy, and the timing was just off there. A little miscommunication, out of bounds.
Well, they ran a set play, and 33 accidentally for Sacred Heart got in the cutter's way.
Got in the way,
yeah.
Oh, ball poked away by Knoll, working against Gilvin, lays it up and in. Tie ball game.
Great read of that passing lane, just a great read. Sit back and waited, made it look open, and then took advantage of it.
Wilkins looked to drive, had to turn away though. Cooper working hard on Jordan, but reached in. First of the fourth period there, and in this tie ball game.
Big foul call. That kid does a great job defensively, and that is the Hooper young lady. I think that was 4 on her.
Yes, it is her 4th. Wilkins gets inside, draws the foul.
Yeah, that was very questionable. I think she got about 3 steps on that before There was a foul, which is a concern.
But sends Wilkins to the line.
And an excellent free throw shooter. Give her credit for attacking and putting it on the officials to make the call, but I don't know.
Rattles home the first. And knocks home both for Sacred Heart.
Yeah. I don't think Bree's guardable if you allow her that. She's that good.
I believe I've got her with 22 unofficially in this one. Quickly ahead to Jordan. Jordan gets it to go. And quickly out to a 4-point lead. Oh, trying to find Knoll inside. And Jordan got in the way. Ralston over to Wilkins. Wilkins off short iron, but tracked down by Gilvin. And then stepped on the sideline. No, timeout by Donna Moyer and Sacred Heart. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Be back with more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
.628 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And our first Glycod basketball game of 2026. Which begs the question, Coach, how long will you be accidentally writing 2025 and then have to like scratch it out before you figure it out? It'll take me at least a week. I'm just saying.
With my age now, I'd say probably the first check and the next check and the next check I write.
Okay, fair enough. To Ralston. She'll step back, shoot the three off iron, and to Scott.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Moore really wanted that shot.
Seems like they could probably have gotten that any time they wanted. Knoll couldn't get it to go, and then just plumb taken away there from Allen.
Yeah. Bree Wilkins had become quite the player.
And there's Wilkins. And it's a 6-point game.
So the Jaguar team needs to continue to attack, but they need to be rewarded when they do attack.
54-48. That one won't fall. Knoll down low, can't get it to fall. And then off of Jordan. With that made bucket, I've got Wilkins unofficially with 24. If so, that's her highest scoring game of the season thus far.
Well, she's capable of the 30s and the 40s, to be quite honest, based on who they play and how they guard her.
Nearly thrown away. No, though. Good job tracking that down. Chrissy directing some traffic. Full screen. Baseline jumper won't fall. Wilkins cleans it up. Finally kicks to Ralston. And the offense sets Zutterman into traffic there. To Knoll. Knoll down low. Gets the bucket and the harm.
I'd say Hilly Knoll thinks that was a long time coming. We've got about 3 and 4 second, third, 4 shots, 3 or 4 times down the court. I'm sure she wasn't touched, but anyway.
So on that converted 3-point play.
Picking up a little higher.
Yep.
Probably not going to do anything. Sacred Heart would be tough to Rossman should be tough to trap, Tootie.
Tell you what, though, Brissy was doing her best to poke that ball away.
She can play. Briss is good. She's very quick, too, and smart.
Double dribble by Brissy.
The ball was tipped away from her, Todd. I mean, that was she just retained it and put the ball back on the floor, but anyway. Look for the post up.
Into Wilkins. Steps back, shoots a three. That one won't fall. Gilvin cleans it up. Oh, just plumb taken away by Knoll.
Yeah,
quickly ahead to Brissy, working against Wilkins, and Wilkins blocks that away. Fantastic play to get the ball ahead, but Wilkins, just a great individual play to knock that ball away from Brissy.
Well, Brissy, Knoll, and Wilkinson and Jordan are just something to watch.
Knoll.
Yeah, I think this has been really smart by the Valkyries, playing Tootie Jordan on Knoll. It just makes it so much harder for her to get by and get to the basket.
But on a switch up, loose at the elbow is Knoll. And then a timeout taken by Cooper. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
.353 left in the fourth quarter here in a one-point ball game. The Cooper Jaguars giving Sacred Heart, I think we can say, Coach, pretty much all they want in this one. Sacred Heart's had the lead since early on, but Cooper's made quite a few runs back at them.
Well, they match up extremely well. I think the difference is the defense that's been played on the Knoll kid. And the other difference is the Jaguars have gotten multiple second and third shots, and I think that's something that Donna was concerned about for the entire season. So they're going to have to really work on the rebounding. I'm talking about Sacred Heart taking away those second shots. But they're evenly matched. It's a good matchup.
And Knoll on the other end, offensive foul. Let's show you that again. And Jordan in there early, sacrificing her body for that one.
Yeah,
that one might need some Advil tomorrow.
I thought that was the right call. Knoll was just, throughout the game, I think she'd been a little frustrated. She decided she was going to get that one to the basket no matter what.
Down low, Fetterman. Wilkins, cross-court pass. Jordan's looking to reset, working against Allen, steps back, and whistle comes after the shot is up. No good.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Jordan to the line for three, yep. Allen just backed into her.
Yeah, that was a good call. Definitely at the wrong time for the Jaguars, though.
Yep.
Tootie's an 86% free throw shooter, and she's pretty deadly at the end of games.
Oh, missed that one, though.
Yeah, I watched her at the state tournament last year in the finals where they got behind, and Tootie got fouled a couple times. She made, 8 in a row to switch it over.
Makes 2 of the 3, which is very good efficiency on the trip, and 20 points now unofficially for Jordan.
Great play.
Scott just broke the defense down, lays it up and in.
Yeah, they thought she was going to give it up, and she fooled them.
Sure did.
Gave them a right-hand wide-open layup.
That's
same there.
Ralston does the same on the other end.
Yeah, give them those lanes, those driving lanes with their right hands. That's I wouldn't say that would be real good defense, and definitely nobody helped on either side.
Scott gives it up to Brissy. Oh, Brissy trying to find Rankin. Hooper ends up with it.
Yeah,
good hands, though, from the team in white there.
I always know that Tootie Jordan can make the play that counts the most on defense.
Oh, my goodness. What a shot by Tootie Jordan. We'll show you that one again later if we get the chance, folks.
Beautiful forward.
And then a 3 on the other end.
By Hooper.
Lyric Hooper with her first made first made three-pointer, of the ball game. Smith with the runner. That won't go. Zutterman had another attempt. Wilkins, that one's not good. And Hooper comes out of there with it. Multiple attempts for Sacred Heart. To Scott in the corner for 3. Drains it home and the lead.
Great game, Dr. Carter. Great game.
Sure is. Minute 10 to go. Cooper in the lead the first time the whole second half.
But what you're seeing right now is you're seeing there's a reason the people are open right this minute. They forgot they had Bree Wilkins and they forgot about Tootie. So.
And then a bucket there by Scott. And Donna Moyer wants a timeout with Scott and her 12th points. So we will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
As we return, 51.6 clicks left. Let's try to show you that Jordan shot underneath here. As she gets the ball and falling down, flips that up and gets it to go in. So, Coach, I guess let's put you in the Sacred Heart huddle, and down 3 with 51 seconds left. What you're telling your team?
Well, I think what you're telling your team is she's going to run a set right now, and they're going to look for Wilkins. They're going to look for clearing out for Tootie. One of the two. I'm sure she's going to remind the rest of the players on the team that's where the ball needs to go at this certain time. And so there's no panic in Sacred Heart. They've been here and done that before. I watched them doing state finals. And then she's going to tell them get back, play great defense, and get the ball back and score and win the ball game. Setting a high screen for her. Let her play off of it.
Jordan with the runner, can't get it to go, but got her own rebounds, and then lost the handle. Lots of black jerseys around that. Ball still on the floor, and timeout called by Cooper's head coach, Prohaska. And so we will keep it here. And
that was a fantastic timeout.
Yep.
You know, Christian might not have been in the high school ranks, but she was in the college ranks, and that was just a spectacular call by a coach at the perfect time. Not even sure who really had the ball, but
there was certainly a lot of black jerseys on the floor with the ball.
It worked out extremely well. And once again, we saw what we expected. We saw Tootie. It was an ISO for Tootie to score it on a runner.
I'll show you that three also that gave Cooper their lead there. And just a few moments ago, but 32 seconds or just under 32 seconds left. Four fouls committed in the quarter by the Jaguars. Only one from the Valkyries. So,
well, right now coming out of it, the Jaguars are going to have to handle a 1-2-1-1 press.
Yep.
What they're hoping is ball goes to corner, quick trap. They try to throw it back under the basket and then pick that up and make the steal.
Yep.
They don't press a whole lot, so we'll see. They went long side, which is smart. Spreads the defense out, which is smart. Now they need to play for the foul. They need to be fouling. They got to get them to the free throw line. They got to get them to the free throw line. They got to get that fifth foul.
So Zutterman gives a foul, but Sacred Heart has a whole lot to give, but of course you're going to have time running off the clock, but also an inbounds play every time.
Well, got to make sure that you continue to attack and don't get lazy. Watch Tootie make a great steal here. You got to really be concerned. They got to really play this sharp. Need to get the ball in 10's hands.
Rankin the trigger, and does get the ball into 10's hands.
You want to get the ball. You want it in their hands every single time. Same thing, break. Force them to get it. They have to go to 5 fouls. Now, it would be nice if you could roll her out the back here somewhere and buy some time and make them chase a little bit. Right now, it's helping Sacred Heart. It's quick.
Allen checks out, and Scott checks in the game, and she will have the ball to trigger.
Need break that way. That's what they should have been doing anyway.
That was Jordan committing the foul. That'll be her third.
With Dr. Carter, that time, they had it perfectly set up. She needs to break in the back court.
Yep.
And from right now, I mean, she needs to go deep in this corner and buy time. I mean, she needs to roll all the way in the back.
And again, now throwing the ball in. Whistle comes, and that was away from the ball. That one against Wilkins. They had Knoll headed towards the basket. And so with that puts Cooper in the
bonus.
Yep.
With Brissy, 77%. Big shot right here.
That one won't go, though.
Well, if they want to get a 2-score game, it needs to be right now.
Yep. As you said, 77% free throw shooter.
I'd have him off the line, too, Dr. Carter. I wouldn't have him on the line right now. I'd move my players off and back.
Gotcha.
Slow Sacred Heart down. They're going to run a break down the corner on the make.
So we've got one of the officials talking with Coach Braska. And not sure what else is going on there. Was there time? Yeah, they put time back on the clock, I believe.
Yeah. They had an ice in their shooter for him.
So 16.7 seconds now on the clock. That one does go, though. And foul comes. They're going to call that on Hooper.
Yeah, that was really a bad play by Hooper. That was really a terrible play. You don't foul. They go length of the court. They just donated a timeout and 2 free throws, and now they have to break the pressure again. That was just really a terrible foul. Not very smart.
All right, so who called the timeout here? Got a timeout on the floor. I think that was from Sacred. Was it from Cooper? If so, that's their last timeout. Yeah. I never did see a whistle. Who took that timeout?
No, they didn't. They didn't show us either.
No. Well, I'm not going to count it for either one. Anyway.
Well, that foul breathed great life into Sacred Heart right here.
Yep.
You got a great free throw shooter standing up there. She'll make both of them. Then they're going to have to beat the press again.
And I put a point on the board that I shouldn't have there. It's 64-60, now 64-61. Meant to trigger one and triggered two. And now a one-possession game in the Knoll. Back to Scott. Scott fouled. 12.3 seconds left. So Scott about 62% free throw shooter.
They're not out of the woods yet. She's got to make one of these and two to really be out of the woods, and then not foul.
So Olivia Scott with 12 points in the contest. Couldn't make it 13 there. But does there.
You got Bree or you got Tootie, both three-point shooters. They don't have to have a three, but now they pretty much do.
Now a timeout by Sacred Heart. Again, we'll keep it here. And, last time I put you in the Sacred Heart huddle, Coach, but this time let's talk about defensively. You've already said Bree or Tootie for the three for Sacred Heart. So if you're Cooper and you're Coach Prohaska, what are you trying to tell your girls to do?
Well, on the inbounds, you're going to do everything you can to deny the ball to Tootie and deny the ball to Bree. Once the ball's in bounds, then you're switching all screens and you're going to play perimeter. You're all on the perimeter. A layup doesn't hurt you. A drive doesn't hurt you. And make sure you don't foul three-point shooter.
All right, so 65-62 our score. 3-point lead for the Jaguars, trying to improve to 9-3. I guess more importantly, Coach, I don't know the last time that Sacred Heart lost to a team in Kentucky. From Kentucky.
It's been several years ago.
I mean, both of their losses this year have come against teams from other states.
The only team that almost got them in the state tournament, they've only had a couple close calls in the past. Now, this is a different team than in the past.
Right, you're right. But absolutely.
But to be honest, that George Rogers Clark was the team that had the best opportunity to beat them. Almost had them in the state tournament. Miraculously, I don't think George Rogers Clark expected to win. In some way, Sacred Heart did win. But, yeah, that was the last team that had a shot. Okay, let's see how they defend here. Kid needs to drop down and force. Oh, gosh, no, get on the ball.
And
you got to watch the ball coming back to Tootie, too.
Yep. Allen is the on-ball defender.
Okay, she's a three-point shooter, hands straight up.
And Tootie could not get that one to fall. Came off.
Get on the floor. Get it
Time
up.
ticks away, and Cooper wins the ball game. 65-62, knocking off the Valkyries of Sacred Heart. And this one was a fantastic ball game. We'll talk about all of it and get you the post-game show when we return here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up. How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
As we return here to Sacred Heart High School, where the Valkyries fall to the Cooper Jaguars in really a thriller right down the stretch, and Cooper had an early lead, and then Sacred Heart built a lead a couple of different times, and but Cooper just kept chipping away until they took it away with about a minute to go, and built that and then held on.
Yeah, they did. It was a good game all the way around. I thought both teams played extremely hard. I think both teams were extremely well coached. Both teams had stars that really stepped up that we had heard about. A couple stars off these teams that we didn't hear about that stepped up. And, those are the kind of games you want at the beginning of the season.
Yep.
Sacred Heart doesn't want to lose a game, neither does Cooper, but playing these good, tough games, all that does is prepare you for down the road.
It gives coaches lots of good tape to work off.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a lot to point out about. I'm sure they're going to be watching a lot of film on how you don't give up second and third and fourth shots. It didn't hurt them as bad as it could have today, but it was really, really glaring, to be quite honest. But once again, a lot of good things about Sacred Heart. Love the way they play. A lot of great things about the Jaguars of Cooper. I think they're definitely in the top. They're probably the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams in the state, from what I understand right now. And the way they play defense, they can beat anybody, each of them.
Well, I want to say executive producer extraordinaire Steve Bird reminded us that Sacred Heart lost last year in the regular season to Simon Kenton. Both Coach and I had forgotten about that one. But this loss tonight snapped a 17-game winning streak against Kentucky teams, going back to that game versus Simon Kenton. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. No other real estate team measures up the Van Treese team. Well, we are going to step aside. When we come back, we will get you our German American Bank final stats. We'll try to get those in for you and have that for you when we return on the postgame show here on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability, Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
It's time to look at our final numbers. A look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. And the numbers as they show here, if I can get to it, here we go. We'll turn it over to Coach Evans for the group numbers here. Go for it, Coach.
All righty, great game tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We did. For our Cooper Lady Jaguars, field goal percentage was 44%, which is pretty good considering the defense. Three-point was 33%, and their free throw percentage was 69%. They ended up with 35 rebounds, which were quite impressive. 13 of those being on the offensive end. Ended up with 15 turnovers. On to the Valkyries. The Valkyries cooled off that second half quite a bit from the outside. Ended up with 41% from the field goal percentage-wise. They ended up 31% from the three-point line and 69% from the free throw line. 34 rebounds, just one off the rebounds of the Jaguars, and ended up with only 12 turnovers in a well-played game. That's pretty much it for now.
All right. Well, those are your team statistics. Let's just briefly get you the individual stats. First for the Valkyries in the loss, falling to 6-3. Tootie Jordan and Bree Wilkins both scored 24 in this one, so fantastic outings from both of them. 6 from Emma Zutterman, 5 from Tyree Ralston, and 3 from Riley Gilvin. 21 from Addison Brissy for the Cooper Jaguars, 18 from Haley Noel, 11 from Olivia Scott, 8 from Brinkley Rankin, 5 from Larry Cooper, and 2 from Lelia Allen in the contest. So good balanced scoring for the Cooper Jaguars, but really led by Addison Brissy as the defense on Knoll was tough. But Knoll still ended up with 18, but boy, Sacred Heart played her tough for sure. All right, well, let's step aside and hear from some of our fantastic sponsors. And when we come back, we will get you the most outstanding players from both teams and sign off in this one here from Sacred Heart, where the Valkyries fall to the Jaguars 65-62 on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Back for the final time here on this Louisville Basketball Game Night in our coverage of Sacred Heart Valkyries basketball tonight, as it is time for our most outstanding players. Our most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can give Leslie a call at 502-384-6184. That's 502-384-6184. First up for the Sacred Heart Valkyries in this most outstanding players. Oh, there it is. I had to find it. Well, and I didn't find it. Well, Coach, I'll make that go away, and you go ahead and start talking about who's our most outstanding player for the Valkyries.
Okay, Dr. Carter. Let's start off with the Valkyries. It was a tough call. Two outstanding players having outstanding games, but tonight we're going to give it to, or earned by, number 21, Bree Wilkins. She had a tremendous game, 10 of 16 from the two-point line, 8 of 10 overall field goals. Just 24 points, 7 rebounds. Ended up with 0 turnovers in a game that was that well played and that great a defense. So she'll get her nod tonight. Tootie Jordan was also spectacular tonight. But like I said, we're going to go with Wilkins tonight.
All right.
For the Valkyries.
So how about for the Cooper Jaguars?
Once again, we had another tough call. People were as advertised tonight, without a doubt. We're going to go with Edison Brissy. She really stepped up. She was 8 of 17 overall from the field, 4 of 6 from free throw line. She had 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists and only 4 turnovers. She was spectacular, and Haley Knoll drew so much defense tonight. She played a fantastic game, but she had to battle, and she ended up with 18 points, which was quite remarkable considering the interest she had by the opposing team. But anyway, but for tonight, we're going to go with Addison Brissy. Tremendous job, and Cooper Lady Jaguars pulled one out, and both teams have a lot to look forward to. They're both excellent teams.
Absolutely. You may hear about a matchup with them again somewhere, sometime in
March.
the postseason. In March.
In March.
Exactly.
Yes, definitely. I would expect that.
All right, it's time to look at our upcoming schedule. Brought to you by the nice folks at Holy Smokes Barbecue. Holy Smokes Barbecue, tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. And we've got a couple of games in the Louisville area for you upcoming in the next week. On Tuesday, January 6th, Ballard at Butler, 7:30 p.m. tip. And then next Friday, January 9th, girls-boys doubleheader, Eastern at Manual. That one starts at 5:45 p.m. So that's an earlier start than we usually have, 5:45 p.m. in that girls-boys doubleheader, Eastern at Manual. Well, that's going to do it for us here in this first game of the new year on Glycod. Coach, I guess any final any bows to put on this one as we say goodnight?
Well, once again, I think we're very fortunate and able to get to see a great basketball game tonight. I always look forward to working with you, Dr. Todd. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you saying that.
So it's good to see Christian again, so the gang's back, and hope we do a bunch more.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, that's going to do it for us here on Glycod in this first game of the new year. Our thanks to Sacred Heart for having us here this evening, and thanks to executive producer Steve Bird for cameraman Christian Sanchez, analyst Mark Evans. I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night. God bless, and we'll see you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.